Resident Evil 2. Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words of the developer. A deadly virus engulfs the residents of Raccoon City in September of 1998. When games were great. Plunging the city into chaos as flesh-eating zombies roam the streets for survivors. An unparalleled adrenaline rush. Gripping storyline, and unimaginable horrors await you. Witness the return of Resident Evil 2.
First up, guys, I'm a little bit hoarse, so if I sound a bit rough, I do apologise, but yes. So, Resident Evil 2 Remake is here. I never played the original at all. In fact, I never played any of the early Resident Evil games. I was too busy out chatting up girls, which you can't do now because it's a hate crime. Back. No, I was actually playing Quake when I was not out doing social things. So I missed all these games. So I'm coming at this from a fresh perspective. There will be no rose-tinted spectacle nostalgia masturbating going on here from me. And after looking at some other people's reviews, there's a hell of a lot of it going on, guys, because the hype and the scores and what people are saying about this game is just fucking hilarious. But hey, that's the way the gaming industry is now, and that's obviously why I don't get given games from AAA developers, because they know I won't dance to their little fucking jig. So as a console port, it runs really well. No problems at all with the frame rate. There's been no jury. In fact, I can't remember one hiccup in the entire playing the game through from start to finish. It has been absolute joy to play as far as the graphics is concerned, in both appearance and in the frame rates that it goes along. And I'm running a 1070 i7, so it's fine in that sense. The game can be a little clunky with the control aspect. Sometimes when you have to unlock a door, you have to get the mouse in the right spot before you can get the little icon that will allow you to interact with it. And on a couple of the puzzles, there's one in particular where you have to match the light symbols up, and you have the keypad on your screen, but you can't actually use your mouse, which would be the complete obvious way to do the puzzle. You have to use your keyboard, which is kind of clunky and shit. So they could have took a bit more care over the PC port of the game. I'm not a fan of the third-person camera in a game like this at all either, because I'm able to see round corners to see if there's any zombies in a room or if there's anything lying in wait for me. And it would have been way more scary in first person. Why the fuck they insist on third person? What is it wrong? What do you like about third person? It's when you can see the bottom of the keyboard. Mouse and keyboard works a treat though, apart from the interactions. So if you don't want to use a controller, then mouse and keyboard is fine. It works. So what do you get for your money in this? Well, you get 2 campaigns and a Game Mode Plus that unlocks after you've actually finished the game. Game Mode Plus is a lot harder. You have zombies in places that you just didn't have before. A lot more of them as well. You meet some of the nastier monsters earlier. You do get more ammunition though. In the standard campaign, you get Leon's campaign, which shows you the story through the eyes of a policeman. And then you get Claire's campaign, which is a bit more family kind of orientated. They are essentially the same campaign, but there are certain areas that you will go as Claire that you couldn't go as Leon, and vice versa. You also get different weapons as well. A really cool thing when you're playing the different campaigns is you will meet each other in the campaigns, but you'll be separated by maybe a locked fence or something, and Claire has to go one way, Leon the other. Now when you play through as Leon, you obviously see where Leon goes to because you do it. Then when you play through as Claire, you then see, oh yeah, I remember when I was Leon doing that and I ran over there, and there was a zombie around there, and then so you played it from Claire's perspective, you see what's on the other side of that fence. So there are areas and rooms that you go to that you couldn't with the other characters. There's also doors you can unlock that you couldn't with the other characters as well. So it is definitely worth playing through the game with both characters, because you do get that different perspective, but you're going to see a lot of familiar things there. Now the game revolves around lots and lots of looting with limited inventory space, which is damn annoying. So there's loads of backtracking in this game. Every area's pretty much got puzzles in it, and the puzzles I found pretty fun, to be honest with you. I kind of like the puzzles where you have to get a solution from another area of a building and then bring it back. But like I say, there is a shit ton of backtracking, and also as well, when you run out of inventory space, you have to put stuff in a storage chest. Now the storage chests all over the buildings, and they all kind of interact with each other. So, you know, they're not separate chests. It's just one chest and you can access it from different places. So you'll end up picking stuff up and then putting it in the chest. Then, oh, I need it. So you go back to a chest, pick it up and bring it with you. Stuff you can get is stuff like first aid sprays that you'll find lying around, different herbs, and you can mix them together and craft them. It's very rudimentary. It's not a deep crafting system at all. You just sort of mix 2 herbs together and you'll get a healing balm. Or you might mix 2 different herbs together and get something that'll protect you from poisons and things like that. You find ammunition all over the place as well for your pistols and for your grenade launcher. You also find different variants of gunpowder that you can mix together to make either bullets, submachine gun shells, or grenade shells, or shotgun shells as well. Now, most importantly, you'll find maps as well, which are very, very handy because they tell you the layout of the floor and what the rooms are on that floor. And I found that really handy because the game, thank goodness, doesn't have any little markers to follow around. You know, it's not one of them hand-holdy games that says, oh, follow the little blue dot and you'll get the... You know, there's none of that, which is great. You have to use your intelligence. You have to use your map. You have to remember where things were and what you did in the certain rooms. And that all adds to a great immersive experience. And guys, let me just tell you, this is one of the most immersive and scary games I've played. Before I actually played this game, I used to refer to 2 games that were really good horrors that scared the shit out of me: Amnesia and Outlast. I'm now going to add Resident Evil 2 to that because, guys, this game absolutely oozes atmosphere. When you're walking down them dimly lit corridors with your torch and your gun drawn and you can just hear something going, it's scary as f***. In fact, guys, some of the zombies look horrific. I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw Chuck and Nancy. No, Mac, don't go in. Some of the zombies are really, really scary, and they are shamblers, guys. They are shamblers. They are straight out of George A. Romero's rectum. These zombies are proper fucking zombies, not them ones that run around like bellends. They're not zombies. These are proper zombies. Zombies from the 80s. Zombies from George A. Romero. They shamble. They're dead. They've hardly got any cognitive abilities left. All they think about is brains. There's also different things. There's lickers. Lickers. I hate lickers. I am shit with lickers. Honestly, lickers are just awful. They're like a cross between a human and a frog, and they can like climb around ceilings and that, and they just leap at you and then eat your face off. And oh god, I find me grenade launcher when I'm playing as Claire, take them down with a shotgun when I'm playing as a Leon, and so scary. There's all manner of things that you come across when you're fighting, but the worst of the worst is the man with the hat. Oh golly, guys, this guy he just walks around all the you can't kill him. He just keeps walking towards you, and he's just like got that look. He's got that look that he's just gonna eat your face off, and you just have to run. When you see him, you run like shit. But guys, you hear him. You hear his footsteps as you go around certain areas of the map. And if you start shooting zombies, he knows. Oh yeah, he knows where you are, and he will start coming for you. And you hear them footsteps getting louder and louder. Guys, it's too scary, guys. It's just ridiculously scary and atmospheric. It's atmospheric scary. It's a scary ass game. It also has boss fights, guys, and the boss fights are, well, shit, to be honest with you. Very easy. Shoot them in the face a few times, keep dodging them till something happens, or there's another one where you have to keep whacking them with a crane, and it's all just a case of dodgeball, you know. Overall though, guys, I have to say I really am impressed with this game. It is way better than I imagined it would be. In fact, when I first started playing it, I wasn't that impressed. It just didn't feel good when I started to play it, but the more I got into it, the more I started crafting and doing the puzzles and exploring around and having encounters. It just grew on me, and I've had a blast. I've really enjoyed my time in the game, and if you've never played any of the Resident Evil games, it doesn't matter. You can come straight into this and just get into it because it does show you what's going on. The story wasn't that engrossing. The characters were alright. The voiceovers were just, you know. But it's not the story, it's the atmosphere and the immersion of the game that make this a real good game to play. I would have liked to score the immersion higher, but there was a few kind of things that I've already mentioned that kind of ruined it for me. The interaction with the doors, the couple of the scripted cutscenes that had nothing to do with what you were doing, like the zombie that pulls you back from under the shutters when there was clearly no zombies there. The RNG bullets really annoy me in this game. You know, you shoot a zombie in the head and his head just explodes with one bullet. Then if I reloaded the game, same zombie came at us. He took about 8 bullets before he went down. It's bullshit. It's just like, you know, it's between 1 and 8 bullets to take a zombie down. Sometimes it goes up to at about 10. It should be tightened up a bit more. Maybe 3 or 4 or 5 will blow his head off. No less, no more. That would be way more immersive, way more realistic. But they've done it the way it is, and that's that. But it loses a few points on immersion for that. But overall, guys, it is definitely worth a buy. It is a really fun game, and there's a decent amount of content. Not a huge amount, but it's all right. Certainly, it's definitely worth the money. It's just not overwhelmingly positive or 10 out of 10. Just these people need to really reel in their feelings and emotions and get a fucking grip, to be honest with you. But it is a really good game, guys. I'm not saying that it isn't a good game. It really is. It's a solid, atmospheric horror game. And if you want something to potentially scare the shit out of you, this is the game to buy.